Michalowicz, Clockwork, design your business to run itself. In our increasingly busy world, the constant pressure to do more in less time can consume small business owners. Clockwork, design your business to run itself by Michalowicz introduces a better alternative. Achieve organizational efficiency through targeted designing rather than blanket productivity. This enlightening book guides readers to understand the 4 Ds of work: doing, deciding, delegating, and designing. Identify their business's queen bee role, implement standard operating procedures, and grow their teams and market effectively. Ultimately, Michalowicz's goal is to help business owners transform their organizations into smooth-running, clockwork enterprises, enabling them to focus on the crucial aspects and find balance in their lives.
Escape the productivity trap. Don't let your importance to your business become a liability. Instead, focus on achieving organizational efficiency, where resources harmonize and your team's talents are fully utilized. Break away from the need to constantly work more, and instead, create systems that allow you to work less but with better results. Are you indispensable to your business? Do you find it impossible to switch off, consistently making an effort to cram more work into limited time? If so, you're on a risky path, falling into the productivity trap. The objective is to make your business flourish autonomously, rather than keeping it heavily reliant on your personal efforts. Parkinson's law explains that consumption of a resource grows to align with its availability. When you allot extended hours to work, you tend to exploit it. Maximizing productivity may grant you some extra time, but that too often gets swallowed by additional tasks. This is the notorious productivity trap. Rather than striving for increased productivity alone, aspire for organizational efficiency. This encompasses the optimal utilization of resources, skillful delegation to team members, and achievement of critical tasks instead of arbitrary ones. In other words, targeted efficiency surpasses mere productivity. However, habits die hard. The demanding, ceaseless work cycle might feel familiar and provide a sense of accomplishment. But beware, this workaholic mindset can blind you, causing you to lose sight of the bigger picture. Instead of resolving vital issues, you might get entangled in ceaseless short-term fixes, a situation that misdirects your business. Being perpetually stuck in overdrive may seem commendable, but it could deter your progress. Ultimately, the answer isn't to work harder, but smarter. Focus on developing systems that enable you to work less while achieving greater outcomes. Stick around as we explore those methods in the sections to follow. Master the 4 Ds of work. To grow your business, it's essential to understand and utilize the 4 Ds of work: doing, deciding, delegating, and designing. Initially, you may be handling every aspect of your business, but to drive progress, you must transition from doing to designing. This shift allows you to focus on implementing innovative ideas and refining workflows. Maintain balance by allocating time and resources among the 4 Ds to avoid stagnation and improve efficiency. When you start a business, you often find yourself in the doing mode, handling everything from CEO responsibilities to being the receptionist. However, if you want your business to flourish, you'll need to transition from doing to designing. The core message is, don't just do the work, but design the work. Designing implies implementing innovative ideas and optimizations that allow your business to evolve. It involves concentrating on workflows and future steps rather than mundane tasks like invoicing and scheduling. The contribution you make in designing mode far exceeds what of doing mode. Consider yourself as a coach, and your team as the players. Your role is to design the strategies while your team executes them. To effectively become the coach, you need to understand the interplay between the remaining 3 Ds: deciding, delegating, and designing. When you begin to hire staff, you'll start deciding which tasks they undertake and evaluate their performance. However, spending too much time in the deciding phase can limit your ability to design and stifle your business's growth. To circumvent this, transition from deciding to delegating. Delegate decisions involving a particular task, not just the task itself. This approach may result in employees tackling tasks differently or making mistakes, but ceding control is ultimately beneficial for your business. Delegating allows you to focus primarily on designing, contributing to your business's overall success. Bear in mind, however, that all 4 Ds are essential for a thriving business. Aim to allocate 80% of your time and resources to doing, 2% to deciding, 8% to delegating, and 10% to designing. Overemphasis on designing can impede execution, while dedicating too much time to doing hinders growth and progress. In conclusion, understanding and mastering the 4 Ds of work, doing, deciding, delegating, and designing, can drive your business's growth and efficiency. Moving from doing tasks to designing strategies is crucial for success, while balancing your time and resources across these 4 areas will prevent stagnation and foster innovation. Protect your queen bee role. Every beehive has a queen bee, responsible for laying eggs and crucial to the hive's survival. Similarly, your business has a queen bee role, a critical task driving its progress that must be identified and protected. This role could be filled by the owner, a staff member, or a team, but it's the role itself that takes priority. Once identified, every employee must ensure the queen bee role is empowered before focusing on their tasks, as your business's success hinges on it. In the world of bees, there is one essential role that ensures the survival of the hive, the queen bee. Her sole responsibility is to lay eggs, and the other bees prioritize her needs and comfort above everything else. When it comes to running your small business, there's a valuable lesson to be learned from this natural phenomenon. The concept central to your business's growth and success is identifying and protecting your queen bee role. This role represents the most critical task driving your company's progress. Sure, countless tasks are important, such as invoicing or customer service, but there's one role that stands above the rest. For a PR firm, this could be effective communication with clients, while for an ad agency, it might be mastering direct marketing. The individual in the queen bee role may not always be the business owner. Instead, it could be the creative director, lead salesperson, or even an entire team. Regardless of who fulfills the role, what truly matters is prioritizing the role itself. After pinpointing the queen bee role, the following steps are simple. Have every team member concentrate on empowering that role before diving into their primary duties. For instance, if you own a restaurant known for its impeccable food, your queen bee role would be the chefs who create those dishes. Other tasks, like clearing tables, are important but must come secondary to the queen bee role. By always prioritizing the queen bee role's responsibilities, your business maintains a clear focus on what truly matters. When distractions or secondary tasks arise, find other means of addressing them without taking away from your critical role. If a dishwasher breaks down in your restaurant, don't force your chefs to clean pots, find someone else to do it. Ultimately, every role within your business holds importance, but the success of your venture depends on how well the queen bee role is fulfilled. Ensure that it remains your top priority and watch your company thrive. Unleash potential with SOPs. To achieve smooth and uniform task execution, adopt standard operating procedures, SOPs, like monkeys do when peeling bananas. Begin by categorizing tasks into the AC/DC model: attract, convert, deliver, collect, then record the procedures in writing or on video, and finally delegate and fine-tune the SOPs according to staff feedback. Think about the way you peel a banana. Most people start at the stem, but did you know that's not the most efficient method? Monkeys, the true banana connoisseurs, peel their banana from the opposite end, easily sliding the peel off without bruising the fruit. In the context of managing a business, this simple idea illustrates the power of standard operating procedures, SOPs. When everyone follows the same system, you optimize efficiency and allow your team to work to their full potential. You may have had moments when you think, if I want things done right, I have to do them myself. The reason behind this frustration is a lack of clear SOPs, which, when well established, ensures every key task is performed systematically. Start by categorizing your business's activities using the AC/DC model: attract, example, marketing, convert, example, setting up meetings, deliver, example, shipping or reporting, and collect, example, accounting and invoicing. This model helps you identify all the tasks that require systematization. Next, capture how these tasks are completed by either recording the process as a written document or as a video demonstration. Ensure that these resources are easily accessible to all staff members. Finally, delegate the tasks to your team and be prepared to address their questions and concerns. As your staff learns the SOPs, you may need to adjust or even overhaul the procedures. Though setting up SOPs can be time-consuming at first, the long-term benefits are well worth it. Your team's performance will become smoother and more uniform, leading to a win-win situation for everyone involved. Embrace the art of SOPs and enable your team to thrive, just like those monkeys with their bananas. Smart hires fuel business growth. Choosing to expand your team initially might reduce your earnings, but it's a proven method to increase long-term revenue and turn your enterprise into a self-sustaining machine. Hiring the right person with appropriate skills in a fitting role is crucial, and these tips can help. Look beyond skills to passion and teamwork, offer what prospective employees value, and make diverse hires to introduce fresh perspectives. Would you prefer to earn $50 an hour or $5 an hour? At first glance, the answer seems obvious, the higher amount. But when it comes to growing a business, the answer isn't always so clear-cut. As a solopreneur, hiring others may mean cutting into your profits, tempting you to continue doing everything alone. However, this perspective can hinder your business's growth. By taking on new hires, your earnings might temporarily decrease, but in the end, expanding your team is a proven way to increase long-term revenue and create a business that thrives without constant input from you. It's crucial to remember that growing your business means not just hiring anyone, but finding the right people with appropriate skills for specific roles. Does this sound like a challenging task? Here are some pointers to help you make smart hiring decisions. 1. Look beyond skills. Employers often focus on hiring candidates whose skills perfectly match the job description. While skills are essential, remember that they can be taught. Consider a candidate's passion, enthusiasm, and teamwork abilities, as these qualities are harder to acquire. 2. Offer what employees want. A high salary might be attractive, but it's not always the top priority for job seekers. Consider offering potential hires other valuable perks such as flexibility, creative freedom, or opportunities for personal growth. By tailoring roles to what's essential for your employees, they'll be more likely to stay and deliver their best work. 3. Embrace diversity. Hiring people from different backgrounds with varying life experiences can introduce fresh perspectives to your team. Avoid dismissing a candidate just because you don't initially connect with them. Sometimes, a person who challenges your ideas can provide the spark your business needs to innovate and grow. By following these tips and prioritizing intelligent hiring decisions, you'll be on your way to building a team that can take your business to new heights. Remember, short-term sacrifices in your earnings can pave the way for long-term success, as expanding your team is key to creating a resilient, profitable, and self-sustaining enterprise. Laser focus your niche market. Become more effective in marketing your services by concentrating on a well-defined niche. Evaluate your top clients and find common ground, creating a profile of customers to focus on with precision. Discover your community's congregation points, allowing you to better anticipate their needs and effectively serve them in the long term. Sunlight, in its diffused, gentle form is lovely, but when concentrated through a magnifying glass it transforms into a highly focused, powerful laser capable of burning through paper. Likewise, in marketing your services, adopting a laser-like focus on a niche market is the path to greater success. To identify your niche, examine your current client list to spot those who consistently spend the most on your products or services. These top clients value you the most, their purchases being tangible evidence of that fact. However, revenue isn't the sole measure of a strong business relationship. Reflect on your experiences working with these clients. Do they spark joy or induce cringes? Those you enjoy working with will bring out your best and ensure a lasting, positive connection. Having identified clients that are both high revenue and a pleasure to work with, find their common traits. It might be immediately obvious, like a shared profession or industry. Alternatively, it could be a regional link to them, such as being small business owners in the same area. Regardless of the industry, these clients form a community. Finally, uncover the congregation points of your niche community. Learn where they network, discuss their needs, and share news and developments, be it through social media groups, community organizations, or conferences. This knowledge allows you to target your products or services more effectively, tuned into your niche market's conversations and desires. By focusing on a specific customer profile and gaining insight into their needs and interests, your business can cater to them with laser-like precision, securing a profitable and satisfying niche market. Mastering business metrics. Metrics are essential tools for the success of any business, as they help track progress and identify issues, ultimately making your life easier. By focusing on the 4 core business functions, attract, convert, deliver, and collect, ACDC, you can design metrics that provide valuable insights into the performance of your business. In the attract phase, monitor customer acquisition by keeping a close eye on website visits or quote requests. Establish a set timeframe for the conversion phase to determine the number of leads that evolve into paying clients. To effectively deliver, track not only the products sold but also the frequency of repeat customers. Finally, in the collect stage, analyze cash flow by closely overseeing accounts and payment behaviors. Customizing metrics to suit your business will keep you consistently informed, ensuring success in the ever-changing world of entrepreneurship. Embrace change for Clockwork success. As your business transitions to a Clockwork mode, be prepared for pushback from partners, team members, clients, and even yourself. Communicate your plans and benefits transparently, and stay open to feedback. Embrace the new role as a designer and enjoy the focus on the big picture, allowing your business to reach new heights. As you check off crucial prerequisites of running a Clockwork business, be aware that it's not always smooth sailing. Remember, the key is to be prepared for pushback when making the transition. When your business begins running like clockwork, you'll find yourself working fewer hours and focusing more on designing than doing. However, this might initially create resistance from partners, team members, and clients. As your presence in daily operations decreases, your work may not appear as tangible as before. It's essential to be transparent with stakeholders about the Clockwork plans and their benefits. Open communication and willingness to accept feedback can facilitate a smoother transition for everyone involved. An unlikely source of pushback could be your own self-doubt. As you built your business, your involvement was indispensable. Transforming into Clockwork mode could trigger anxiety as the company continues to function without your constant input. But don't let the productivity trap lure you back in. Accept that your role has shifted to focus on the bigger picture, and your importance to the company's success remains intact. Embracing this newfound freedom, you can concentrate on your business's strategic direction, scale new heights, and perhaps even enjoy a well-deserved vacation. By preparing for the challenges ahead, staying transparent, and accepting your new role, a Clockwork business becomes an achievable and enjoyable reality.
Clockwork by Michalowicz provides a blueprint for creating a self-sustaining business that thrives without the constant input of its owner. Through the 4 Ds, identifying the queen bee role, setting up standard operating procedures, making strategic hires, finding your niche market, and implementing effective metrics, you can break free from the productivity trap and enjoy the benefits of having a successful business that runs itself. Along the way, expect some pushback from partners, team members, clients, and even from yourself as you transition into designing mode. But with a holistic understanding of the concepts, clear communication, and an open mind, you can achieve the elusive balance of steering your business to new heights while enjoying the freedom to focus on the big picture.